Maine Warden Service is investigating a boating crash on Green Lake in Hancock County that left a 27-year-old driver of a jet ski with serious cuts to his left arm. According to officials, the crash involved a 2025 Sea-Doo personal watercraft operated by Vernon Cormick and an inboard boat operated by 64-year-old Kelly Andrews. There were also 3 passengers on board the boat at the time of the crash. Investigators say after the jet ski crashed into the front of the boat, Carmack was thrown into the water and suffered severe cuts to his left arm. Carmack was treated at the scene and taken to Eastern Maine Medical Center in Bangor. His current condition was not shared by officials.